The story of Satyavati, the grand matriarch of Mahabharata. Once upon a time, in the ancient land of Bharat, there lived a girl who was destined to shape the fate of a kingdom and influence generations to come. Her name was Satyavati. But she wasn't born a queen. Satyavati was the daughter of a celestial nymph, cursed to live the life of a fish. Found by a fisherman named Dusharaj, she was raised as a humble fisher girl, carrying the scent of the river, rowing boats across the Ganga. But destiny had grander plans for her. One day, the great sage Parshara saw Satyavati's inner strength and outer beauty. He blessed her with a divine son, Vyasa, who would one day compose the greatest epic of all time, the Mahabharata. In time, King Shantanu of Hastinapur fell deeply in love with the beautiful Satyavati. But her father agreed to the marriage only on one condition, that Satyavati's children would inherit the throne, not Shantanu's eldest son, Bhishma. In an act of supreme sacrifice, Bhishma vowed lifelong celibacy, a vow that would echo throughout history. Satyavati became queen and gave birth to two sons, Chitrangada and Vichitravirya. But fate was cruel. Chitrangada was killed in battle, and Vichitravirya died young, childless. With no heir to the throne, the future of Hastinapur hung by a thread. Determined to preserve the dynasty, Satyavati turned once again to her firstborn, Sage Vyasa. She asked him to perform the ancient custom of Niyoga, to father children with her widowed daughters-in-law, Ambika and Ambalika. But this wasn't easy. When Vyasa appeared before Ambika, she closed her eyes in fear. Thus, her son Dhritarashtra was born blind. When he came to Ambalika, she turned pale with fright. Her son Pandu was born weak and pale. Still unsatisfied, Satyavati insisted on a third attempt, but Ambika, afraid, sent her maid instead. And from this union, Vidura was born wise, righteous, and noble. Thus, from Satyavati's determination, three lines were born, the Kauravas, the Pandavas, and the wise Vidura. But though she shaped the destiny of an empire, Satyavati's life was not without criticism. Her ambition, her politics, and her choices, both praised and questioned, remain debated to this day. When the seeds of the great Mahabharata war were sown, a saddened Satyavati retreated into the forest, choosing silence over sorrow, leaving behind a legacy written in gold, blood, and destiny. This was the story of Satyavati, the grandmother of a dynasty, and a woman whose choices shaped the greatest epic the world has ever known. If you liked this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more legendary tales from Indian mythology. Comment below, what do you think of Satyavati's choices? Were they wise or too ambitious?